no matter what. I'm feeling great.
Welcome to Godlywood Studio and to the program Light of Knowledge. We were talking about the negativities, the mental pollution. When we talk about negativities, we can actually make a long list of them. And to check this negativity inside our own mind will be one of the most rewarding activities of our life. Because when we check, then we can change. So, dear friends, today let us talk about the vice which has been considered as very dangerous, and we all have heard about it. It is ego. And it is said somebody has given a beautiful definition to ego: edging God out. When you feel that you are the only one who can do anything, then we move away, much farther away from God. So let us talk about this vice, and to find out how damaging it can be. As usual, we have Rupa Behenji in the studio. Let us welcome her. Behenji, welcome to the discussion.
Thank you.
Today we are talking about ego. Everyone has heard this term. It is not a new term to anyone, I think. What is ego? How damaging it can be? And how can we find out whether there is subtle ego remaining in my mind?
Every individual would like to feel something about themselves,
Hmm.
that I am this. It is nothing wrong to be aware of what they are. But when we talk about ego, it is something sounds negative.
Hmm.
Ego is I am highly estimating myself, that I am this which others are not.
Hmm.
Possibly, I may not see others' goodness in front of me, which is
Hmm.
existing, and that is like self superiority.
Hmm.
And that kind of feelings, if I hold it by mind, the result is I cannot accommodate everybody.
Hmm.
And second thing, I cannot appreciate the good what others are having. Third thing, I don't take good from others, which is
Hmm.
essential to me.
Hmm.
Though he can see, but he cannot see. His eyes are shut.
Hmm.
He will be dumb, though he can hear through these ears. Such is the negative effect. Possibly, I could have seen something beautiful, I could have heard which is very valuable,
Hmm.
but the ego sitting inside doesn't allow him to see what is there outside in other person. And therefore, what happens? He lives in a very small circle
Hmm.
and thinks that is everything. And most important damage is a egocentric person cannot cooperate with others,
Hmm.
and he may not feel comfortable to be with others as a common person.
Hmm.
He always chooses something special. He always searches a special chair for him,
Hmm.
special place for him, special position for him. And if that is not available,
Hmm.
possible, or could not achieve, then there is
A lot of negative
feelings of
thoughts come in
sorrow.
the mind. So, Benji, what is behind this ego? Where does it start? Because when we were children, I don't think we were behaving with each other with ego or any vice for that matter. So, when did it start? How the seeds of ego was sown in the mind?
Ego usually begins with the conscious of body and
Hmm.
bodily awareness.
Hmm.
See, when we are much giving importance to our some speciality,
Hmm.
ego can come from any corner. Maybe if somebody is too much giving importance for their external beauty,
Hmm.
they will be more aware and being in that consciousness that I am more beautiful than others comparing. And if somebody is getting name and fame because of their beautiful appearance, they may not digest that.
Hmm.
If somebody is giving more importance for their wealth, that I am very rich, which is also material. Now, whatever I am giving examples, this is all subject to change, and that's why it is related to body, I said. And if somebody is having ego because they have acquired a lot of knowledge and having a lot of degrees, now this is
You just said that ego can be rooted in this comparative outlook of others. So maybe that can start from childhood, because children usually look at each other and compare what he does have that I don't have. So this kind of comparison may be later leading to ego.
yeah, comparison comes when I have my own achievement or already what I have. I give more importance to my acquaintances, whatever I hold. Like small children, sometimes they look the mirror, and if mother or some other elders they say you look beautiful, they take that thought in their mind. And if some other child is also looking at the mirror, then this child will compare. No, you are not so good, I am very good. This one thought, that this comparison, but comparison comes after the awareness of what I have. And what I have, maybe others may have more than that. This concept we don't add to that. So here begins ego. And ego again damages because we close our intellect, because the decision, judgment, and also acceptance, everything is locked. So we cannot move along with a big group of people. Even we are in a gathering, we feel I am aloof. And this sounds very uncomfortable because they cannot move as a common man. And they don't feel easiness where they can accommodate everybody.
The most damaging part, as you say, will be to every successful endeavor, there need to be a teamwork. Maybe a person with ego find it difficult to move along with the team because he always want a special position for himself.
Yes.
Something special. So teamwork suffers in the end.
Even if he is working with the team, he may behave with ego, and that may be troubling others also. And if such personalities are holding a high position, then it will be a threat to the people who are working with them. And that's where, in companies and in big like multinational companies or industries, those who are holding high position, if they are very humble, people are happy to accept their commands. And if they are very egoistic, then they will give order, and people of course accept, but internally there won't be a good relation. They cannot enjoy. Both of them will be with a strainful relationship. And even at home, it's very difficult. There is conflict again and quarrels. And today you see in many families, whatever the quarrels are taking place, when you search the matter, even that quarrel has taken till giving a registration in the court, in police station. People of high respect in the society with small ego, that quarrel has gone to court or police station, and if we find out the reason why this has happened, the reason will be very small. But ego acts so long that to satisfy egoistic person, it's very difficult. And whatever the respect he demands, people feel difficult to give, because respect, you cannot demand, right? You have to command, you have to take easily from others with your real status of your mind. In other words, God teaches here, you maintain your self-esteem. Don't allow your mind to get trapped with the conscious of ego, because ego hurts self as well as others. In other way, ego can be compared to a empty pot holding on the head, and if somebody hits, easily there will be a hole. Similarly, a egoistic person holding that ego conscious, maybe that is based on his external beauty or achievements, or maybe education or wealth, whatever the
Maybe
matters
mostly,
maybe.
Benji, it is a false identity, I think, because I've seen a lot of people who are highly educated, highly talented, at behaving with such a humility. It is such a beauty to look at them even. And there are, on the other side, there are people who doesn't have that much talent and who feel that they are something. So it is the kind of false way of looking at oneself, maybe.
I may be holding that to attract people and
Hmm.
make my position with that. So, actually, it is well said, a knowledgeful person who has good wisdom
Hmm.
always bow down.
Hmm.
That's why we compare this concept with banana tree. You know, banana tree, once it is having fruits, it
Bows down.
bows down
Hmm.
so nicely. People are able to take that fruit and
Hmm.
enjoy. In that sense, all trees filled with fruits will always bow down. Similarly, a person who gains more knowledge, more achievement, more success in life in any field,
Hmm.
the real significance of his achievement is always to be humble. Therefore, we say Vidya and Vinay. Vinay means humbleness, Vidya means
Hmm.
knowledge. So, as much you are becoming knowledgeful, so much you are becoming a person of humility. Emptiness always makes much sound.
Empty vessels
Mm.
create much
So,
sound.
if we are not full, means we try to make sound.
Hmm.
Somewhere our image, I want to show it. Look at me, look at me, look at me. That is called ego, right?
Hmm.
I am here, look at me, I am here,
Because
look at
somewhere I am sure, I know that I don't have enough within me.
me. Mm.
That is why I'm trying to make up with something
Mm.
external. But actually, as we were talking in the past episodes, I think with the spiritual awareness, you really know that you have such a lot inside you. Maybe this awareness will stop that kind of notice me attitude which you just said.
This is very important because a egocentric person inside will be empty and outside he shows off.
Hmm.
Therefore, what happens sometimes if some criticism takes place, some insulting statement from here and there by mistake also, he will become deeply hurt,
Hmm.
and that hurt again reacts in a damaging situation.
Hmm.
And because egoistic person cannot tolerate insult,
Hmm.
and therefore it's very dangerous. Once he gets pain, the immediate result is he tries to damage others.
Hmm.
So, therefore, a person with wisdom is full, can always tolerate others' negative comments, others' negative feelings, because he always thinks he is in ignorance.
Hmm.
See, knowledge and ignorance, when I am knowledgeful, that means light is here. So, a person who comes with negativity, he is in darkness.
Hmm.
So, I need not get affected with the darkness, because where there is light, it shows light to even a person who is in negative mood or
Hmm.
feelings.
All we need is to fill ourselves with the light
Mm.
so that others will naturally take it from
Yes.
us. Benji, I think it is time for us to move on to the question from the public.
My name is Viral Suthar. I am from Surat. I am a computer teacher in Radiant English Academy and PP Swani Vidya Bhavan. My question is that how to get more money with the help of hard work and how to help poor people.
That is a question which is pestering the mind of many because amassing more money, having financial freedom is a dream of everyone so that we can do whatever we want. And I think he has said with hard work.
Mm.
So, my question is, can we earn more money with hard work, or is there any other techniques? Because more people are looking for different ways, maybe even shortcuts to earn money. So, how can we earn more money?
First of all, we should understand money is meant for what?
Hmm.
And acquiring more money, is it with purpose
Hmm.
or simply I want to become rich? And the meaning of becoming rich, is it with only accumulation of money or anything else also?
Hmm.
If this point is clear,
I want money because I want to buy the things that money can buy and enjoy those things so that my life become even more enjoyable.
that means my enjoyment is dependent on only the things that I buy.
Because that is what I usually think. I don't have a television, I get a plasma television and mount it on my wall. I get happiness.
Material things can be the means for happiness, right? Even if I have television, people who are having television, people who are having so many other material things, are they really happy? If we ask, they say, really not. So, if my concept is, if I have a big bungalow, if I have a beautiful car, if I have a beautiful TV, if I have all comforts, then I will be happy. Then this concept itself making me go behind money with much earning, because my happiness is dependent on that. Otherwise, happiness I have to create inside, and money is only meant for survival. Then I need not worry much about it. Whatever talent I have, whatever education I have, how much ever I can do, let me earn and then think of how to spend. This is the true way how we want to make ourselves happy and rich.
You have been referring to a time in the past where everyone was rich. There was no actual want for money. So, comparing our present times to those times in the past, what difference do we see? And was there a different technique at that time to earn money? How do you relate these two?
Actually, money is also one of the source has been created to buy the nature's resources. See, money or currency, even now also from nation to nation, the value of money goes up and down, is it not? If we go to our very past, maybe a few hundred years past like that, there people were sharing the commodities, the needful commodities. There the value or money currency was not at all existing. The setup in the society was, if I have something more, I give that to you, and whatever you have, you can share with me. And even if we go little more past, then people were really rich. That is again, we go back to the era of golden era, we say, where people were rich and prosperous, and we praise them as deities even today. How did they become rich and prosperous? Because they had that spiritual wealth first. The value system, the power of purity and adornment of qualities in them. The secret of becoming rich, as much you adorn yourself with values, the external nature's resources automatically comes to you. That means you will find the way to acquire it. Both goes together. And today what has happened in society, we are focusing in one direction, other part totally we have left it.
You are putting it in a very beautiful way, Benji. That is, if you are rich internally, you will be rich externally also. I think that gives the answer fairly well, because today we are running behind the external wealth, forgetting about the inner wealth which we already have. I think all of us need to put a little bit more attention into this part you said. I think, Benji, it is now time to go into the attitude, virtue, and contemplation part.
Today we shall take the attitude of serving. Serving is a quality. If I develop the attitude of serving, always whatever I have, I start giving. And this attitude makes me feel always that I am doing something special. It may be small thing or big thing. Here I remember one specific example. One particular place in South India, Coorg, you might have heard. Always cold weather is there. Night beats takes place. The police people, they have to go for night beats. In one house, a person who always thinks of the people who are doing only their duty, Night times with that cold weather, they come and knock the door and move forward so that no theft will take place like that, because it's a small village. And this man thinks we are sleeping so nicely, happily, and these people, though it is a duty of them, yet they are also human beings. So what he used to do, it seems, he used to prepare a hot tea and put in a very good thermos and keep in front of the gate. Whenever this night beat police people come, they will come in front of his house and have a sip of tea and they go. In return, he don't ask anything, nor they have demanded this person to prepare tea or something for them, because they are has to do their duty, that's all. One day, a press reporter observing this, he wanted to ask this person, why is he doing this? Then this man answered, it's a pleasure to serve people. I always find the reason or somewhere a corner how to serve somebody. And in return, what he gets is immense happiness. Though he is spending his money for that, even 2 cup of tea or 5 cup of tea every day, it may cost 50 rupees every day or 100 rupees every day. So a month he may spend 3000 rupees, 1000 rupees, but in return happiness, a kind of contentment which he says, even I spend money, I cannot get. So with this attitude, I think a virtue that can support us is obedience. Not only when I say obedience, people usually think I have to be obedient to other person, and it's more painful. But actually, we have to be obedient to our thought. Whenever I get a good thought, let me obedient, means I start doing that. So if we take up in this way, and even it is good to be obedient with Almighty. And sometimes, whenever we think of God, He expects something to serve in this world. So let us be obedient with Him to create heaven on earth. Serving itself makes everybody come together. Sharing and serving is a human quality. And if we stop that, that means we are going away from our real human existence. And to bring heaven on earth, this may be the first step. I think this value, this attitude will help.
Definitely, that will help. Let us take it a bit forward by contemplating on it with a few thoughts.
Sit in a comfortable position. Focus yourself in the center of your forehead, in between 2 eyebrows. Visualize yourself as an instrument of God, being in this universe, have a beautiful purpose to serve God's children, nature, and whatever existing in this world, including animals. Have the attitude of serving as much as possible. Serving is obeying the God's instructions. I love myself. Similarly, I try to love others. With this awareness, naturally, serving others gives me immense joy. To continue this attitude in my life, let me be obedient to each positive thought which arises in me. Let me be obedient to the Almighty. He always advises me, whatever you have, try to serve others with that. In return, He fills our treasure with abundance. I hold this thought. I am an instrument of God to serve the humanity serve this universe with positive energy. Om Shanti.
That will help us a lot to remain stable in this awareness, because it is all about awareness in the final run. What we are aware of will see through our actions, and then it lead to our final result. So thanks a lot once again.
Thank you.
On the behalf of all the viewers for coming into the studio and sharing all this wonderful knowledge. Thank you very much. So that's all for today. It has been a wonderful journey. Keep along with us, my dear friends. It is a journey which is so important, because when we sit, reflect, and find out our own negativities, that is the foundation to move forward. And that life will definitely bring rewards which we haven't even imagined. So, any question, any query, any suggestion, please drop a line or send an email. And until we meet in the next episode, it is a bye bye from all of us in the studio. Thank you very much.